Between a crucifix and the Hollywood sign, we decided to get hurt. Now there's a few things we have to burn. Set our hearts ablaze, and every city was a gift. And every skyline was like a kiss upon the lips, and I was making you a wish. In every skyline, how big, how blue, how beautiful, how big, how blue, how...
We began on that video to kind of experiment a little bit with what was happening in your real life and how that affected what we were shooting on camera, because you were very, like, you came to me with such, like, open emotions that...
They've always been quite honest.
Yeah. And it was just like, this is how I'm feeling right now, so if you want to shoot a similar type of emotion for the video, let's go for it.
It kind of worked out perfectly. I do remember walking in on the first day of shooting and just sitting down, like, on the bed, and Ben was on the bed as well.
Yeah.
I don't think you quite knew what to expect, and I just burst into tears.
Yeah, Ben looks at me and goes, well, I think she's going to be just fine.
Like, that was it, that was the last video of that campaign, and I went off and I was like, bye, and I had this, like, year, this kind of, in some ways transformative, in some ways like catastrophic year where like so many changes happened, and you know, it was the first time I'd ever had any time to, like, you know, I've been on tour for like 5 years or something. I didn't, you know, living out of a suitcase in my mum's house, like I never really had to have any time to like reflect or think about what happened or think about, like, you know, who I was after all that. And so this year just completely unraveled me, and then the album, when I was writing it, it sort of stitched me back together, and so things are just going to get ripped away from me, and I don't know if I'm stuck in it or if it's like getting me out of something, but I just feel like I'm in this loop that I can't get out of. It was like I sort of had this life, and then I put it all down into this record, and then I brought it back to it. It's like, I did this, now we got to put it through a filter. And there's dancing and there's music and there's kind of car crashes, and that's kind of how it feels inside. And so so I talked to Vince about the emotional landscape of what's happening to me, and he actually creates it into a visual landscape. It's kind of how I can describe it.
Trying to cross a canyon with a broken limb. You were on the other side, like...
Yeah, it's really interesting part of the process to approach a video or a series of videos with dance first. You know, something new for me, and I think not new for you in a sense, but I think the way we approached it was definitely a new process for both of us.
For me, it was a really cathartic thing, because it's like dancing is like a meditation as well. So in that,
and it's a really interesting way to express ideas, you know, like in the film, and express your emotions through dance. Through the process, we created like some gestures that we worked with Ryan on that translated some of the story points into actual just physical movements, like the thing with the lips.
There's like two people, and then this one person goes like this, one person goes like this, and then you go like that, and the other person goes, so you go away, and the other person goes away, and then they come back very slightly, and you go, and you go, no, again, and that happens again, and again.
That's basically how the whole video.
And then Ryan said that to me. It's like you can't fake it with your body. You know, when you're like going through something, like when you're dancing, you're performing, like it's such a physical act that you can't just like phone it in. You're not pretending, you're actually doing something. So I think it was quite important for me to do it as a way of like exercising feeling.